Wow. Wow. Hello. Hello. Why are my eyes closed? Why are my eyes closed? Hold up. Boom. Boom. We'll go to a different one. Oh? Fun fact, right? This one has hand tracking, right? Uh, but nonetheless. Hello. Hello. Haha. Not gonna lie, that's kind of creepy. Apparently, uh, we're gonna be sitting here for about an hour or so. No. Uh, Not gonna lie, we're gonna sit here for about an hour or so, just chit chatting. Uh, but yeah, uh, at the moment, I want to talk about this. He, uh, I'm gonna find a way. I don't know if I'm gonna get someone to actually do another model or whatnot, or not model, but do another um rigging. Uh, because not gonna lie, the one that I got the actual model from did an amazing job. Art side, perfect. Look at it. It looks cool. Um, but there are some things that I wanted changed. So, like the hand tracking. Apparently, with the what's it called? VTube Studios, you can't actually move your hand. Like it's stationed in that one spot. I'm not too sure if that's true or not. I'm gonna have to like look into it. Because I don't know. I just want to see if I can get it done. Like I want my hands to be able to go everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it's currently stuck in this one position. So, oh, my eyes move again. Nice. I have a green thing on my camera, which is weird. Oh, I have the Ozbot um uh Ozbot Tiny Light 2, Light 2, Tiny Light 2, something like that. It's something like that. Um, but yeah, it's something like that, something random. Um, and it gives you like little cues on your camera, like whether it's actually tracking your face or not, uh, and whether it's not or whatnot. And for some reason, it's on white, and that's why I was on white. Apparently, it wasn't. It didn't have the tracking on. For some reason, tracking just randomly goes away. I'm not too sure why, but for some random reason, it just goes away. I'm not too sure why. Um, have you guys seen this? It only works for Twitch at the moment, which kind of sucks. But booyah, look at that. It looks kind of cool. I didn't do too much with this. Also, I want to make it so I can rub my fox's head. That would be so cool. There are some things that I want changed with rigging, or not so much with the. Ow, that's my back, dude. Sit up straight. Make sure you're standing up straight as well. Um, but yeah, there's some things that I want changed rigging wise, and if we can't do it with VTube Studio, maybe we'll go somewhere else. Also, I realize that I can't look that way too much. I usually look at the wall or the painting that's on my wall, and I realize I can't really do that anymore because my camera like doesn't go over there. I had to move my camera over towards my second monitor instead of my um like in the middle where it was, because I had it in the middle between both of my cameras, and for some reason it just didn't want to work. So I had to move it like literally just before stream so I could have it in a different area, which is fine. I don't mind it, but for some reason I had Minecraft open. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you guys something like halfway through, because we've also got something else planned as well in about an hour or so, about 50 minutes, give or take, um, which is kind of cool because that means you just get to see what semi I've been cooking up. Yeah? Question mark? I don't know why I'm looking at my microphone. I gotta look at. I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used to it. And actually, I don't know why I'm looking there. I want to look at my model, see how it's all doing, tracking wise and stuff like that. and I keep on looking over at my actual model on OBS on my second monitor instead of my main monitor, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. It's it's kind of throwing me off just a tad. Um, but yeah, this is. Hold on, I might have to make these smaller. Ooh, ooh. Ah, this is me. This. I'm gonna actually make it. So it's like that, give or take. Yeah. I just moved the camera a little bit so it's lopsided because it was lopsided before and it was the wrong lopsided. So now it is lopsided and it is lopsided but the wrong direction. So yay. Now if I go too far this way, I just get blocked off. And I just get blocked off. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna just go away, you know. But yeah, this is the model. This is the model. It's kind of cool. I actually quite like it. Rigging wise, I actually really like it. I actually like the dress, not the dress, the kimono physics. Uh, quite cool. I had two concepts. There was this one dude that was wearing a kimono, the same. I wouldn't say the same, but somewhat the same kimono. I'm sorry, but I'm moving, getting rid of that. That is bright. I'm moving it over here so I can actually see my design plus all the rigging and stuff while I'm looking at the camera. It was throwing me off. Also, how quiet is this? I haven't got YouTube music on here. Wow. I'm so unprepared. Okay. That was loud. Wow. Okay. Cool. It's at a decent volume now. So yeah, let me know if music's too loud. I will scratch it. But yeah, this is the model. I've said that a couple times now. There is a hand rigging one for those that care about it. I'm gonna see if I can get the hand rigging model. See if I can get someone else to rig it. Maybe do the dress and some other physics as well. Apparently, if I just switch to it, booyah. Apparently with the hand rigging, you can only do this. Like you can't actually move your whole hand. Woo. Whoops. You can't actually move your whole hand, and it kind of, or not your whole hand, but you can't like move it. So my hand is currently in front of me, right? It's currently in front of me, and I'm not too sure if it's VTube Studios or if it was just my modeler, my modeler that couldn't do it. But yeah, for some reason it doesn't work. So my hand is currently on its side, go waving. Yeah, it doesn't work. Hand tracking though, it works. Hand tracking in general works, but like actual thing doesn't want to work. I don't know why. But yeah, every now and then, right? I'm tempted. I'm tempted, right? I'm tempted. Now don't take this any which way, but I'm gonna see if I can make it. I'm gonna see if I can make my own VTuber model. Now, I paid a lot of money for this model, right? Right? I paid a fair amount of money for this model, right? I love it. It's amazing, right? But, and I say but, how you going? But, I want to be able to move my hands and stuff like that. I can't. So, I want to see. I want to try and either find either someone who can do the rigging, right? That where I can move my hand and stuff like that, or make it so that just try and make my own. I've never made one. I've never tried to make one. But I did watch a tutorial not so long ago on how to make one. It's like 8 hours. It's crazy. But again, it was on Live 2D, so, and it was for plushie, I think, a plushie version. I don't know if you've seen I can't remember her name, but she's a cowgirl, question mark, maybe, give or take. She does a lot of that stuff. But yeah, she does a lot of making VTuber models and stuff like that, and it's kind of cool. I don't know why I keep on closing out of Discord. It's annoying. Uh, but yeah, I wanna try and do some of that. Like, just try and do something random. I don't know. I usually play games and stuff like that, but if I can like teach myself how to make models, like how to make something like this, I think that'd be kind of cool. Um, but yeah, I quite like it. I think it's my camera, either my camera or my rigging, but every now and then when you stay still and then you start moving, it's just jagged, like don't like jaggers in, you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone notices it, but yeah. Also, I don't know why, but I looked um at Discord for like a hot second, looked back and was like, why am I wearing socks? I thought I was wearing socks. I don't know why I thought I was wearing socks. I just apparently thought I was wearing socks. But yeah. This is me. Not exactly. It's not exactly me, but yeah. It looks kind of cool. I actually quite like it. It's quite nice. I do have a I cannot be moving this far away from my camera. Um that one's a little deformed. This might be a little big. Huh, you didn't say. Boom. I have an emoji as well. I got a I got an emoji for it, so and I got an emoji, which is kind of cool. I even got a chat made up for it. I don't know why I was going for that one. Beep. Boom. Look at that. It's kind of nice. It does random stuff. It shows you like subscribers, stuff like that. Bits, or cheers or whatever you want to call them. Stuff like that. But yeah, that's a little chibi chip chibi chibi chibi. I don't know how you pronounce it. But of that model. And a little bit not cut out properly. It was a green screen and I had a or at least this one in general was a green green background, and I just cropped out of it, so yeah. But yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I've even got a starting soon screen that I actually made. I actually made myself. Kind of impressed with it. I don't know if anyone noticed at the start of it, but at the start there was a lot of a jumping to the beginning. Uh, and that's because it's not long enough. It's not long enough. I want to make it so that that animation is a lot longer, the full duration of the 6 minutes. Um, but then if I do that, because it's not a repetitive um starting screen like Impulse, for example, his starting soon screen is like a repetitive animation, a repetitive Minecraft animation, right? And I was thinking about doing something like that, which would be nice. But then I lost inspiration and I was like, it's fine. I don't really want to do it anymore. So then I decided to do that because I wanted to get into animation and 3D stuff, especially with Blender, because that's what we're going to be doing eventually. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, which is the whole point of this. We're eventually going to be doing uh, some Blender stuff because we're going to start working on the game again. I took like 2 month break, 2 months break, 2 months break, something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into it. I want to get back into the gist, right? I want to get back into the gist of making the game. So yeah, I'm actually planning on making another game. Uh, it's actually two types of games. I'm gonna make two types of games, and I'm kind of leaning in the middle, and it sucks because I don't know if anyone ever worked on like this big of a project, but you can't do two things at once, right? I want to make a game sort of kind of like Among Us. Right? Sort of kind of like Among Us, how they have the imposter, stuff like that, right? But the only thing is, I don't know how to put my own spin on it, right? I don't know how to put my own spin on it. I was thinking something horror-like because I really like horror stuff, and then I was like, maybe not, so let's not do horror stuff. Let's do something else. So So then I've just been working through a Word document, being like, how could this implement into this? How could this do this? How could this do that? You know, stuff like that. And then random tasks, because, you know, in Among Us you have to do tasks to, you know, win or whatnot. Which is something that I've been working on, in a Word document. I mean, I've been writing down with like different tasks and just a bunch of stuff to do with the game, or quote unquote the game. Um, and then there was another one that I have been working on, the Silent Tales, I think it's called. The Silent Tales is called that. Um, and that's pretty much the horror game. I don't know if anyone has been on the Discord. Whoopsie. That's gonna work. Yeah, it does work. Um, but yeah, I've been working on the Discord. I've been working on a bot, so it's been doing all of that type of stuff. Right, like it's been uh what am I even talking about? I was looking at something and I got distracted. I've been working I was working on the game, and I've been talking about the game and all that stuff on the Discord server, um, which is nice, right? Lovely. But I haven't done anything in about 2 months because I lost inspiration from it, right? Because there was some stuff in there that I just couldn't do because I couldn't figure it out, and my brain was all over the place, so I couldn't exactly like pinpoint how to do stuff, and it was kind of rattling with my brain. You know what I mean? So sort of kind of gave up on the game a little bit. Um, but I'm tempted to get back into the game, right? I'm tempted to get back into the game, and I'm not sure how I want to do it. Uh, right? And eventually, right? Eventually, maybe next week, I think. Eventually, we'll get a schedule up, and I'm gonna show you guys like the schedule, what we're gonna do, the times that we're gonna do it, you know, stuff like that. But I'm gonna do the game on stream, right? There's no way that I'm gonna be able to code it on stream because it uses a lot of mental strength, and I usually the parts that I have coded on the game so far, I've pretty much just gone through and just wiped it all out, right? It's taken hours upon hours to actually do it, but the parts of the games that I have worked on haven't been polished, or they haven't been like, they're just all over the place. And I learned something from someone, right? If you do a system on one uh project, what would you call that? Like, you know how you have in Minecraft, you have different worlds. We'll call it worlds because, you know, I usually play Minecraft. But if you usually do one system on one world, right? So say you do the health system on one world, um, you're just gonna make sure that you have all the stuff, right? So the same uh, what's it called? The same like system, right? The multiplayer system and stuff like that. As long as as long as you still have those plugins and stuff like that, and you try and do the health system on one world, say the sanity system on one world, um, the opening and closing doors on one world, um, the walking system on one world, the movement system on one world, right? And then eventually, once you get to a point where you're comfortable or you're good enough, or like you think that the game is like good, as in like you can put it all together and then play it, right? So, you know, you make another world or another project, and then you'll put all those files in the same world, and then you'll or the same project, and it'll be a massive project. So then you'll have to connect everything up so that it all works. Puts the player. That's perfect English. Put the player in, you know, stuff like that. So I'm tempted to do something like that, but I'm not too sure how I want to go about that. And then there was another one that I wanted to do, which is the third one, which is insane. And I don't know why I actually thought about it, but I apparently did think about it. It was for, maybe it's because I'm not moving. Like, it doesn't have to do it, so it's just like, I'm just gonna stay here. That's with the white light on my camera. But yeah, maybe I wanna, you know how I think it was Ark. I think don't quote me on that one, but it's like a massive game. Or even Raft. Raft is another game that I want to play with Crazy Crew. Then I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we don't do it. I'm not too sure. But Ophinia did mention about it, so maybe we do. Maybe we don't. I'm not too sure. Um, but I wanna do something where we're on a massive island, right? And say you get tasked, like there are tasks and stuff like that, right? So you have to survive, do stuff like that. And there's actually rewards for, surviving stuff like that. And then maybe if you go into like a multiplayer with your friends and stuff like that, you can do stuff where it's like where you can control, like there's one or two people depending on how many people there are, where they can control all the bad monsters, right? So say it's a dinosaur game, so you have to survive a dinosaur world. You have to, like, you've got like one or two people have to, control the dinosaurs to be able to, or can be the dinosaurs, to, you know destroy the process or whatnot of the other dude surviving. I'm not too sure. Guess what? That's the fun about it. We get to do it. So, yeah. That's the plan. Uh, Maybe we'll start in about 2 weeks, I think, give or take. Also, that hurt. Um, we'll have to like sit down one day. I'm not too sure when, but we'll sit down one day and we'll try and uh like get a system on, this is the project in the game, this is not the project in the game. Like this is the system of the game, this is not the system. Yo, Executor, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, that's the project for the game, which eventually we'll get into learning how to make stuff in Blender, because I have no idea how to do that. I made the starting soon screen in Blender. That took me like 7 days to make. Something like that. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. Um, I was just about to make it so I can do the hand rigging stuff, and then I realized that it's not that good. So, uh, but yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? In about 30 minutes, we're going over to Minecraft because we're starting up a new SMP. Can I just say, I found a coin today, right? I was given a box of coins. Now, I'm not too sure if anyone knows this, but with coins, right? I'm pretty sure you can do this with builds as well. You can find quote unquote rare ones or defects that will be worth a lot more than the base value. It's like I've got a 50-cent coin here, right? I thought it was rare. No, no. The only reason why I thought it was rare is because it's a circle. Same size as a 10-cent p, a 10-cent piece, right? Same size as a 10-cent piece. And I thought it was rare because it was circle. It's circle. Like it doesn't have the, I don't know if anyone's from Australia, but normally the 50-cent coin has the is a, I don't know what shape it is, but it's a shape. It's not a circle. Um so I have the coin here, and it's not that square, that not square, that octagon, I don't know what it's called. Um but it's not that shape. It's a circle. It's like the size of a 10-cent p, right? And I looked online, right? And it goes for like $180, 1.8K, somewhere around that range, right? I'm not too sure. There's prices all over the place for the same coin. Um, but I went to go show my brother, right? He got excited. He was like, yeah, yeah, you tried to take it and all that stuff, right? And then I showed my father. He flipped it over. You know how coins usually say 2000, for example, 2006 Australia? No. Nope. This coin doesn't say Australia. It says New Zealand. So apparently, right? Apparently, their coins, their 50-cent coins, are not octagon shaped. or whatever the shape is. They're not that shape, like Australian. Nope. They are circle. And I thought I found a good one, right? Yes, it's from 2006, best year there is, right? But I'm gonna have to change that. I was actually planning on doing that before stream, and I completely forgot about it. Work, it's done. Cool, awesome. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty wealthy coin, right? No, no, it's not. It's same coin. Which kind of sad, right? But I did look up the same coin that I have, right, is worth like $10. At best, it's worth $10. $10 USD. I don't know what that is for AUD. I think it's like 16, $17 AUD. I think somewhere around that range. So yeah, I have like a $20 coin in my hand at best, right? Depending if people, it was like three things on this American website, that has like it's a coin trading thing, and there was like three or so that had the same coin set to like $10. Some was set to 11, some was set to like 5, 4. So I think your best range is like $5-ish for it, give or take. I don't know about the rest of them. The rest of them look normal, except for this one coin. I didn't realize that I had a New Zealand coin, and apparently, right, we got it in a store, right, an actual shopping store. So the cashier was just like, it looks like a regular coin. just looks like a regular coin. So yeah, I have a 50-cent coin from New Zealand. I think I have a dollar bill. No, I can't remember what it was, but I have an actual note from New Zealand as well. I have a $100 note from New Zealand, right? Or I think it's $100. I can't. I'm not too sure, right? But it looks like a shark bit out of it. Like at the bottom where you fold it in half, right? It's got like a massive chunk out of it, and so it's ruined. You can't do anything with it. I don't know why I looked that way. I my brain. My brain. So yeah, technically it doesn't work anymore. Which kind of sucks. Um, eventually we're gonna start working on the Bureau back screen. I've got one, right? It's one of those, I don't know if anyone's in the Discord server, but in the Discord server, I was posting photos of a building that I was working on. Actually, two buildings. I don't know if anyone remembers the old hardcore world, how we had the fish market. That's what I was trying to do, right? And unfortunately, it's not going to get to see the light of day, right? Because eventually it'll get faded out. But for the time being, it's nice. And it looks cool, right? Maybe I'll show you guys before we jump over to the SMP. Also, the model is going to have to is going to disappear every now and then, right? It's when we actually get into the SMP, so I can record it. I've got myself a 2 terabyte SSD, right? 2 terabyte SSD. Now, if I was smart, right, I also bought something else, which doesn't make me as so smart, but it makes me so much smarter, right? It makes me smart, right? I bought a capture card, right? I have a laptop to the left of me, right? Currently off, right? It's semi-good, right? Give or take. I used to stream off of it and used to play Minecraft and all that stuff off of it. Wasn't that good. I used to get like 60 frames per second on Minecraft, and with shaders it was like none. It would fry up, right? So, technically, I can still record on that thing, on that laptop, right, at 1080p, right? I can record at it steadily, 1080p, right? Nice, not a problem, right? And when I made myself a cup of coffee, like 10 minutes before stream, I was like, maybe I should connect it up so that when I decide to record, I can just pinpoint what sources I want to record, because there's there was an OBS plugin that you can download that will allow you to choose like which ones you pick. So I'm gonna change music I think I know this song. I try to I try to listen to the song. I can't. I couldn't. But yeah, I just realized that the VOD people, this is all blank. You guys can't hear the music because YouTube is a pain in the butt, to say the least. So you can't hear anything. You can't hear any of the music, which kind of sad. We'll turn that off. Do I turn it off? No. It's got to still be on, but it's a layer. There we go. Nice. There we go. Now it's on. Now you guys have background music for VOD people. And for YouTube people. You guys now have background music. But sure. That's the plan. We're going to be working on the game. Also, there's a plugin that you can get that allows you to draw on your screen. And I want that so bad. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get that plugin because I want to be able to draw. I want to be able to draw. That'd be so cool. We have about 10-20 minutes until we have to jump over. So if I go, don't press that. If I go there, OBS, we'll just bring this back over here, rearrange everything. Cool. Awesome. Alright, and if I jump over, it might be a little too big. If I jump over to Minecraft, boom. Wrong one. Okay, fine. Can you really not transform it? Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, we'll just have to be over this side now. Well, for now. Okay. But if we come over here, right? I'm going to show you guys what I was working on. Don't tell me my overloader is too fast. Stream is working, I promise. Minecraft is being a pain at the moment. Hello. I realize there's two of us looking at each other. Hello. Okay. This... Let me sleep first. And hopefully, over time, it'll register over that it's nighttime. If we just... This is a quiet song. Good song, but it's a quiet song. Another quiet song. I've got to watch out for my camera and stuff like that. Cool. I actually don't know what the song is. But yeah, this is what I was working on the other day. I think I even showed it off stream. On stream. I think I showed it on stream the other day. Can I make it? I can make it. 10-pointer. Yeah, see? I didn't actually show off the buildings because the buildings weren't actually here when I was working on it. I'll move it down just a tad. But yeah, the buildings weren't there when we were working on it, so the buildings are there now. But I was talking about how I wanted this place to be ruined a little bit, and the actual bridge is ruined. I did say that I didn't want the bridge to be ruined too much. Turns out I broken that rule and I just absolutely ruined the bridge. So I need to like make this part ruined, like it's not going to go anywhere because there's nothing going to be over here, except for maybe some stuff over there, but it's not needed for this. Maybe we'll add the path. Maybe we'll add like another path, like a hut or something over there. Maybe in the like a side thing on the mountain. I don't know. We could do something over there and still include a makeshift path. You know how you have like a designated path on one side and then you have like another side where it's also, you know, the same path? Or it's, you have like a main path and then after a while that main path like disintegrates into like nothingness because it was not used in like forever. So someone else decided to make another path to be able to get to whatever location you're trying to get to. That's maybe what we're gonna do. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, if we come back this way. Also, can I just say, the armor stand mod, man, is so helpful. The moss texture is from Vanilla Tweaks. So if anyone wants the moss texture, that's where it's from. It looks really cool. But yeah, you have it on the tree, the leaves, stuff like that, the poles. I even got one upside down as well. It looks really nice. It's not a full block. It wasn't meant to be a full block. But then I have another one on the bed as well. It doesn't really make much sense because it's halfway, you know, in the sign, which kind of ruins it a little bit, give or take. Yeah, was there anyone down here? No. And then we have like this place here, which is like really cool. I wanted to try and make this pond a little bit bigger, and maybe we'll make the pond a little bit bigger. To be fair, we're probably not gonna see this in a hot minute because of the SMP. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll try and do this in the SMP as well. We have an old log that's like, hey look, the log's being chopped down, stuff like that. So tied up. That's what it looks like from all the way over here. It looks like it's been chopped down and stuff like that. I was gonna add a minecart system that goes up and down, but I realized that would have made sense in like the area that it's in, because if that's like a fish market type of thing, maybe it doesn't make too much sense. So I didn't add it. But yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like at nighttime because it looks amazing. But then if we just keep on coming this way, then we get to these buildings. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but these buildings here, they're not detailed. They look kind of weird on this side. Especially this one. Their main side is on the other side, which is what we're just looking at. And I'll show you guys an actual view of it as well. But yeah, nothing exactly is in here as of yet. I was gonna try and do some shelves and stuff like that, some actual armor stand magic. Some actual villager stuff, but these things, right? If you ever need, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're outside of windows. Fancy people usually have them, give or take. But like you shut them and then the windows, you have the wood or whatever it's made of, and then you have the glass and then curtains if you have curtains or whatnot, right? That's what these are. That's what these are. And then you can also have the curtains or something on the outside as well. I'm not too sure. You don't exactly have the curtains on the outside. You usually have them on the inside. But, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, there's also one over here as well. This one is a lot dirtier than it is on the other side. And I was going to get a loom and try and do some magic with them. Try and do it so they are colorful. But the reason why these sides are just, you know, dirty color, right, is because they're on the nature side, whereas this side over here is a lot more looked after, if you will. Maybe there's some red splotches on it as well, you know, fish market, blood, fish, you know, usually have blood. But then we have this side, which is actually kind of nice. Actually quite like it. I took this design from Joel from Hermitcraft. Had the signs looking look quite shiny. Kind of sucks that the distance is so far away. Crocodile? A crocodile. Ooh. A crocodile. Dude. Eseth? Not gonna lie. I'm not too sure what the first word is. Bombardino? Crocodile? I actually think a crocodile would actually look really cool in here. Like, a crocodile would be so cool. I suck at armor stands, right? I suck at armor stands so badly, but I think if we could get it working, I think an armor stand would be so cool. It would be so cool to try and get a crocodile down here. I should say an armor stand would look cool. Sure. Brain rot word. Brain rot word. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm ever so slowly learning this generation's words. It's like I've missed an error. It's like I've slowly missed an error. But yeah, then we have like the wavy windows. Whoa. I don't know who I got this design off of. That design. I'm not too sure. These spiky things are so annoying. Oh my word. But yeah, the wavy windows with the white and the light grey, they look kind of cool. I also did it over there as well. I didn't do it over here. I didn't actually get time to. But they look so cool. I actually quite like them. You could also fit like something in there. I don't know what you'd fit in there. Maybe a fish, like a fish bone, or a bucket of fish, or I don't know. Maybe add like a child sitting up there. I don't know if you guys remember the actual. I was just about to say if you remember the other SMP, but this is the other SMP. If you remember the other our starter base, in that high rise, if you will, there was the kid sitting on the windowsill with the parent, I presume, in front of the child with a fish or whatnot, and the child had the mossy drink with a fish. You could do something like that where you'd have the child or something sitting up there. I don't think you'd have the child sitting up there. Maybe you'd have the child like sitting on like a bench or something. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, this is the roof of it. Wasn't very special. I didn't actually get to decorating any of the other windows or any of the other walls except for these two. I managed to do it with these two. These two look quite nice. And then I even went onto my other world to try and find a good wheel, and I couldn't find a decent water wheel, so I went with this design. It doesn't look much like a water wheel or something like that. It doesn't actually look. I don't know, give or take. Now that I've got it in and I'm actually looking at it, maybe if I had another chance, maybe I wouldn't add it. And to be fair, it's not a lot of blocks to break, but I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there. It looks quite nice. This side though, with the chimneys, the quote-unquote chimneys, I don't know how I feel about them. I don't know how I feel about them. They look a little weird. This side though, they look quite cool. They look amazing. But the other side, yeah, give or take, not so well. Also, it's slowly turning nighttime, and I just realized. Boom. I will join call on the server, and I will just do that so that they can't hear me. But yeah, it's slowly turning nighttime, so I'll be able to show you guys. But yeah, even made like a bridge over here. Did some hay bales. I don't know why I did hay bales. Just hay bales. Hay bale pile over here. I think it's been shown off, that bridge. I think they actually did that bridge on stream, I think. And then I was thinking of doing a fireplace. Not a fireplace, like an actual fire stand, or if you will, on here. And then I'm gonna have to go show Strawberry how to do something. And then we have this. This is where I actually got all my spruce trees. So yeah, all right. We're gonna show you guys what it looks like during the nighttime, and if you join VC, too much minutes. Cool. All right. So, also this stuff here. This place is not lit up like the rest of the place, so definitely got to be a little bit careful. I accidentally slept in that bed over there so many times and blew it up. Absolutely worst thing. This stuff over here wasn't for much. It was just so I could, you know, get some more short grass stuff. But yeah, this is what it looks like during the nighttime. I seriously wanted to find out how to get more of those rooted, whatever they're called, because it looks so cool. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me mute music. And then if we turn it up there. You can also hear the sounds and other stuff. I don't know how well the sounds are coming through on stream. Whoops. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks really nice. I actually like it so much. It's so nice. The fact that that one's a lot smaller than that one. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe I'll put a hay bale under that one, as well as, well, that one's already got one. But I might put a hay bale under that one, so that one. But sure. This is what it looks like at the nighttime. Dude, the water? The running water? I love it. It sounds so cool. Especially the, whatever noise these make. Like you know how you're in, like, the, you just stand outside tonight, right? If you're in the city, then I don't know how well it'll work. But if you're out in the semi-country, right? Just stand outside. Stand outside, just hop away from everything else, and then this is what you'll hear. It sounds so nice. So, yeah, try that. I apologize, that would have been loud. This is all the same, it doesn't really change. But, if we just jump over here, Alt F, not Alt F4, it's just F4. Boom. That's what it looks like. See, creepers will start spawning and it's not fun. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go be right back. I'm gonna go set up the SMP. And, yeah. I'll be back. Enjoy the be right back thing. Yeah, I'll be back.